Here, let's go ahead and type the command route. Now, when an instance, whether Linux or Windows, needs to reach a host on the internet, it consults its IP routing table. This is not the VPC route table that we configured earlier. This is internal to the instance's operating system itself. And by the way, if you're on a Windows system, the command route print will give you very similar output. Notice the default route here is via 10.1.254.1. You recognize that address? It's the implied router. Whenever the instance needs to send traffic, for instance, if it tries to send a ping to 8.8.8.8, it's going to check its IP routing table to see whether it has a route for that IP address. Clearly here, it does not have a route for that address. If it does not have a route, it consults the default route and sends traffic to the implied router. Once the implied router receives the traffic, it checks its VPC route table. Let's go take a look at that. The webpub route table has no entry for the 8.8.8.8 address, so it uses the default route pointing to the internet gateway. It forwards the traffic to the internet gateway and out it goes onto the internet. Pretty simple. But something else is happening during this process. Let's jump back to the instance. I'm going to type the command curl ifconfig.co. Now curl is a utility that goes out and fetches a web page that you specify, and ifconfig.co is a simple website that displays your public IP address. Notice that it gives us our public elastic IP address, 34.235.175.111. But if we do an IPA, short for IP address, notice that that public IP address is not configured anywhere on the instance. What this tells us is that AWS is doing network address translation, or NAT. When you associate a private IP address with a public elastic IP address, as we have done, that enables network address translation between the public and private addresses.